How's everybody tonight? See, there y'all go. I'm just gonna get right into it. An hour seems like a lot, but it's not. We get right into it. Tonight, I want to talk about let's talk about being asleep or awake. How about that? Sleep or awake? Which are you? Let me wait a little bit. Let me see. Who wants to come in here and throw out something? Add, make a contribution to a topic. I am open to suggestions at the moment. So, anybody? But otherwise, I'm gonna get into my topic. This has been a real interesting time for me. So, yeah. But if y'all know me, y'all know what I'm about by now. Right? So staying there is it can be something with the things that come at you. Hey Ketis, how you doing? And so I've been on this journey for some time, and I've officially been on, officially woke for a couple of years. Let me talk. Where's my third eye situation here today? I can't see it today. No, it's too pixelated, I guess. Can't see anything. Anyway, that's just new. But y'all peeking through. So y'all want to see me boo-hooing, huh? Some of y'all think I'm supposed to be boo-hooing? I'll see y'all comments and things. Y'all interesting. But you know what? And it's something about me that has always been true, is that I am this person who is just the way I am. Like, no matter what's going on, I can have a smile on my face. I can laugh. I can have a good time. And it doesn't even, it may seem a little off sometimes, because this can happen when, like, someone near and dear to me passes away. Like, I don't stay in my sadness. You know what I mean? If somebody, I gotten a broken bone or two, once, painful, yes. But no, I'm not sitting there and just staying in the pain. You know what I mean? If I can't, there's no way to express it. You just have to be, you have the same kind of spirit. Like, nah. So I'll wear a smile, and it's genuine. It's genuine. I could be going through some horrible things and still smile, And it's not a phony smile. There's nothing fake about it. It's just that, like, maybe, you know what I mean? I don't know how many of y'all believe in, reincarnation, and we've been here before, and we are spirit, and we'll have another body. One day we'll be out of this body, but we may come back in another body or whatever, have different lives, have had many lives, have past lives, stuff like that. And I think sometimes that maybe I've been here before, because things don't affect me like other people or some other people. I don't know. I don't really pay attention to that kind of stuff, but and those of you who know what I'm talking about, just no. Anyway, so I'm just that way. So it's like one time, one of the closest people in my life was on their way, out of this realm. They were getting ready to go, check out. It was their time. And they said to me, and I won't reveal who I'm talking about, but they said to me, and this was days before they were getting ready to leave, and they knew they were getting ready to leave, contacted me and said to me, well, you know what, Stacey, you're the only person that I can really talk to normally, because everybody else is like trying to cheer me up and trying to comfort me and tell me things that I know that are not true. They were saying that, to them, I was the only person who, was, I guess, making them feel normal in the midst of what they were going through. And, it's just life. It's just life. We're here for a time. And if, we never know when we're going, but some people know, like, if things happen, that they will be going soon or whatever. Yeah, like, one of the things that I do when I do my gratefulness is, I think I'm telling God, the universe, that I'm grateful for the experience of life. The experience of life, because, I don't know what the spirit world's like when I'm not in this body anymore. Is it? I mean, this experience of life must be something worth having. We are billions, but we are selected billions to be here. All right, so the call start. How I'm doing this? You are on live with the Teatime. Hello? You're on live with Teatime. Who is this? You're on live with Teatime. Who is this? Oh my goodness. All right, you're not saying anything. So gonna go cut this off. I try, y'all. All right. That's why I don't take the calls during the Teatime, because that's how it is. All right, so I was just trying to express to y'all, like, the way I am and stuff like that. Anyway, this life is something that we experience, and I don't know if I've had past lives. I mean, I'm assuming so, since we are spirits. This is my meat suit and everything, and I may have had many meat suits before and have some to come. So yeah, it's an experience, and it's an experience that I guess maybe a cumulative one, You know, that maybe after a certain number of experiences, there's, something to, accumulation of experiences that get you somewhere or allows you something, or, you know what I mean? So, I take it in stride. I take it in stride. Now, my situation right now, I am I'm finding out about what I still am dealing with things that I got to work on. Speaking of, who's doing this inner work journal? Come on, y'all. Y'all gotta go ahead and download that inner work journal and get it. Go through it every day. It makes a difference. It does. At least for me, it does. And if it can for you, that would be good, because being fearful all the time, being anxious all the time, like, what good is that? And so you get into that inner work journal and you start to do that, it really will lessen that fear, that anxiety. Because, like, what good is that? It does help to stop letting all of that stuff in too, because the news of how you fearful like crazy. Let me tell you, well, I've been in a couple car accidents, but the one I told you about, me and my child walked away from, that would have been avoided if I wasn't watching the news. My butt would have been in the house and never been a part of that one incident. Anyway, but these things are made to keep us in fear and anxiety and all of that. So yeah. So pick that up. Yeah. But as far as yeah, my current experience is allowing me to kind of access what I'm still working on and stuff like that. What I'm still working on. Yeah. And sometimes when you're working on stuff and you're dealing with different aspects you kind of need to let go of and kind of get control over, it's a process. It's a process. So I want to know what's going on with y'all. How was everybody's week? How's everybody's weekend going? Alrighty. Nobody gonna say that tonight. Yeah, well, it's Sunday. And so, start of another week. Trying to figure out, like, what will I do as far as bringing y'all future tea times and everything. I'm trying to figure out some changes that work for the changes that are going on with me. But I'm kind of trying to look out for what's going on with y'all. And I see y'all peeking in here. See y'all peeking in. So yeah. What I said, being awake or still asleep. Being awake or still asleep. Let me see. Oh, okay. This It's this thing right here that I can do that I'm just seeing for the first time. Anyway. Yeah. So I kind of want to I want to touch on that a little bit, but I really had a different topic in mind because I think it relates to some of the things that I've had to recently experience. Talking about experiences. So yeah, wake or sleep. This is a definite interactive required topic. Wake or sleep. Nah, I think I'm just gonna chill out with y'all for a little while. This will be kind of short tonight. I'll make it a half instead of an hour. I got some other things on the brain, but you know, what I find is that although I don't care about popularity and all of that stuff, I never have, you know. I found out in high school, like, a lot of people knew me, and I was like, how? It's like, okay. People be, coming up to me, approaching me, and I had no idea who they were, but people would know about me and I wouldn't know about them. And stuff like that, happens, whatever. But in this social media world or whatever, I guess that stuff kind of matters to some people. And so some people do anything to get that. And I know some people can get like social media famous and um, you know, and actually create a living off of social media and stuff like that. So I can get that, I get that. But isn't there like some integrity that has to go into doing that? You know what I mean? So is it okay that because say um I don't know, Susan. No, actually let me use a guy. Um I don't know, Jaquan. So Jaquan decides that he wants to be social media famous. Is it all right for Jaquan to just go and do whatever as a way in his search for that purpose? You know what I mean? So Jaquan, he starts out trying to do some, I don't know, guys like to rap, right? So he tries to go and rap, or I guess. I don't know. I'm just pulling stuff out my all right. But that's not really working for Jaquan. Yeah. So So Jaquan then I tried to turn this off before, and I probably need to set that up before this starts. But I'm trying to So then Jaquan, since rapping didn't work, right? It's not getting the results that he wants. So Jaquan then starts to try to talk about celebrities or something. I don't know. I'm just pulling out things that I see on here. Because Jaquan then starts talking about celebrities. So tries that. And then that doesn't work for him either. So then as Jaquan browses along, sees different things. Actually, this is not coming together the way I wanted to. So I'm not gonna continue that way. Who just called me? Not one. Yeah, so I guess I was going getting to the point. The point that I was going toward was what levels would and do people take to try to get this social media fame? What steps do people take to try to get internet famous, whatever? Where does it stop? Okay, well, if Jaquan doesn't, his own things don't work, that he tries on his own, does he then go and try to copy somebody? And copying is okay, but when you copy someone, you kind of it's more like getting inspiration from them. All right. So there's a famous YouTuber. What's that famous gamer? Pee Wee, something like that. So if Jaquan wanted to, and I said I was gonna stop talking about this, right? I want to look it up now because I don't remember his name. It's this famous YouTuber. What's his name? PewDiePie. PewDiePie. Yeah, I don't know nothing about it. I've heard of him and clicked into a couple of his things, but I think he plays games, right? What he does is play games. So Jaquan copies PewDiePie by also playing games, and that's cool, right? But then that's not doing it either. So is it okay then for PewDiePie to, take the exact things that PewDiePie is doing and do it himself? And I can even use PewDiePie because PewDiePie is is very known. Anyway, I'm gonna get off of that. I said that already. I'm gonna get off of that. But it's on the brain, and I want to have a discussion about it. But yeah, I got all of these so integrity and trying to get somewhere. Integrity and social media fame. So I'm cool the way, I mean, like it's not in my control for real. So it's like if y'all rocking with me, that's cool. And I think I don't really push my, my channels and stuff like that. I guess I will start doing that because there's a lot of stuff that I want to do, y'all. But when it comes down to it, for me, I just want to be able to live. Like I don't, if I come into wealth, that's great and beautiful because I can then, reach back and help people and all of that good stuff. Yet, I'm cool with just being able to do what I need to do what I would like to do. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of stuff that I want to do. However, my point is what I'm saying is that because I know I'm not a part of the matrix at this moment, and I really don't want to go back to the matrix for real. However, I think I'm a person of integrity, and I think it really it goes. It's either something you are or you're not, right? It's not something that you put. It's not a hat that you put on when you go into the store, and then you take it off when you're home, or a hat that you wear when you go to work and you take it off when you in the car. Like you know what I mean? It's either you are or you're not. So you're a person of integrity or not. Like what you do when nobody's looking tells you whether or not you are a person of integrity. It's something that God, of course, universe, but if you're a person of integrity or not. And so I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do, and like I said, I'm gonna share everything with y'all and tell y'all ways that y'all could, get involved or whatever. And if one day I'm, a household name and whatnot, beautiful. If not, I just hope that y'all get something for what I do. Y'all can take something away from what I do and what I try to do and share with y'all. And yeah, and kind of help things along a little bit. Hoping that that is something that I can do. I believe that I can. I think that we all have something we can give, you know. But you won't see me out here. I think they call it clout chasing. Right? All right. So, and that's a new term, right? Or maybe it's not. It's pretty so I said I guess new for me because I actually just came across that phrase um not that long ago. But that's apparently where you do anything for likes and you do anything for subscribers, you do anything for followers, stuff like that. So that's where you get the people who, they half naked, you know, or I don't know what else people do to get likes or whatnot. I'm not really. I don't even know for real. Maybe they name drop. That's it. That's another one. They name drop. So they name drop or um I don't know, like just anything that would help them get more internet or social media famous. Yeah, so no, that's not me. And I think I've done a couple posts recently about this stuff. It's same as the post that I did about somebody trying to take your position. Post I did about side chicks. It's all like in terms of people who do anything to get what they want, no matter what. With you know, anything goes. And so, what would you do to get what you want? And I was listening earlier. I was listening to a Nipsey Hussle interview, and this it connects where what I'm saying is people from the city. I'm telling you, we are the most innovative people like ever. And it's not just this country, because if you go to other countries, people in the poorest communities are the most innovative people. Like, we will find a way to do what we need to do. Then I just texted or messaged you to tell you to come join the thing. What you doing? Anyway, so most innovative people, besides the conditions or whatever, we know how to get what we need. And I'm not gonna say that it's all done in integrity. I think it is though. If you bypass the street credibility things that have to go on in the minds of folks, we do what we need to do to get what we need. And so innovation is just about tapping into that creativity that we all have. If you tap into that creativity, you'd be amazed at what you can do. And there's something else I was looking at. But I was back to the Nipsey interview. He's one of the more innovative people that's come along that we've known in a long time, And it's too bad that he's gone, because it's no telling where he was going. You know what I mean? He had just started. But to tap into that creativity, there's different ways that you could do that. And you don't have to, what I'm saying is, you don't have to be a person of no integrity. You can be a person of integrity and do what you need to do and get to where you need to get to. You can be a person of integrity. I'm gonna give you a couple of examples of things that you can do so that you can get on the path of being a person of integrity. All right, and these are not my own suggestions. I look into a lot of things. I do a lot of audiobook listening, and I do seminars or webinars, and I'm always trying to learn something. I'm always trying to gain some more information. I'm always trying to, keep my mind active. And so, one thing that I was listening to, I want to say Jim Rohn, but I don't think it's Jim Rohn. It is from, I think it's Napoleon Hill. Okay, so there's an exercise that you can do. I'm a creative person, but naturally a creative person. So I've done this before. I've heard them talking about it or whatever. And it's the same thing you do in brainstorming sessions. So what you do is you choose, look at your week or whatever. Choose half an hour out of your day where you can sit down with yourself. Take that hour and just, think about, just write down things that come to mind, different ideas that come to mind about what you can do. Just write, just straight half an hour, straight hour, just nothing else. You gotta, no noise, no distractions. You gotta have peace and quiet and do this, right? And keep doing that. Like, set out the time, do that, keep doing that, same time every day. You just keep doing that continuously. And the suggestion is that you do that enough times, something out of what you come up with is going to be something that you can take and you can run with. And so, and it also activates your mind to come, your creativity to, you do this enough, things will flow. And so try it. Like, nothing to lose, right? And then one of those things that you've written down, one of those ideas that you've written down can be something that, can take you to who knows where. See another one. My own suggestion is just carry something to write with you at all times. I'm a writer, I've been writing since I was a little girl, so I'm always writing. I know I do my poetry and everything. I don't care about how it's accepted. I just do something that I'm passionate about or whatever. But I digress. So you always have something to write with. Always have, paper and something to write with you at all times. And then this is about tapping into your intuition. Now, creativity, that's the sacral chakra and everything. But sometimes if you are listening to your intuition, you can be on a train coming from work and something will come to mind. And believe me, sometimes when things come to mind, you have to write it down at the moment that it comes to mind, or you will forget. So grab that paper, write it down, bro, write it down. And yeah, because that's your intuition. That's, it's the universe speaking to you. So you write those things down, and sometimes it won't make sense, but write it down anyway. Yeah. You can also do that with dreams. So you're dreaming and, oh, I like that. What happened? Okay. But my point is that that can spark some ideas and help you tap into your creativity. So you can be a person of integrity because you got plenty of things that you come up with, plenty of things, and it's okay to be inspired by people. But inspiration is not um, trying to clone a person. All right, so I admire Oprah Winfrey, but I'm Stacey, so I want to remain Stacey, and I can allow Oprah to inspire me. And, I know that Oprah used to work in as a she was a news reporter at one time. So inspiration may have me try to also, see if I can get into news reporting. She also did her talk shows. Inspiration will have me try my hand at a talk show in my own way, with my own words, with my own ideas. But it becomes something else if admiration becomes me trying to be an Oprah's clone. So style my hair like Oprah, start to wear the clothes like Oprah. I try to, you know, I try to get a man that looks like Stedman. Then that's a whole different something going on. That's beyond admiration, all right? Because I'm Stacey, so I don't want to become her. I want to be inspired by her. But she is Oprah, and I am Stacey, and so this is two separate people, two separate spirits, and there are plenty of people that inspires and motivates. And just to give you an example, Tyler Perry's one of them. He was in film and all of that, and she was into her talk show, so he did his own thing and allow her to inspire him and see where he is, and he didn't have to, become over herself to do that. And so, yeah. Another thing that can be done to find your own way to become a person of more integrity is being celibate for a while. And I talked about this in another of my posts. But our sexual energy is our creative energy as well. And so if you store up that energy, you tap into more of the creativity that we all have. And so that is another way to tap into creativity. So and when I say, be celibate, I mean totally no use of that energy besides for creative endeavors. And yeah, it can work wonders. It can work wonders. I'm trying to think of anything else that I've come across that can that I could point to. Yeah, but no, that's what comes to mind right now. Yeah, and so, oh wow, how much time is gone? I was going to make this a half an hour, and now it's already almost an hour. But yeah, I guess I went another direction, didn't I? But it's all good. People of integrity. I guess it could be a little difficult to be a person of integrity, but I think it's no, let me take that back. Not really. It's just something you gotta consistently do. You can't, it's not something you can be sometimes. You know what I mean? I mean, as far as, and I keep going back to city life because I know that sometimes you'll have people make choices, make life choices for survival reasons. But then, and then you might think that person is not a person of integrity because they made a decision because they need to survive. So if someone decided, to start robbing folks or start stealing cars, start selling drugs, you might automatically think that's not being a person of integrity. But it just depends because if um if the situation called for, it depends on the situation. So if there was a catastrophe and everybody could not move around and resources went away and you have young kids and no resources, the things that you would do to make sure that you could provide for those children. And that's not being a person, that's not, um, that doesn't fall into being a person of no integrity because in that scenario, that woman is doing what she has to do in order to provide for her kids. Just like the guy in the hood who can't get a job, who decides to fill in a blank. It's not automatically a person of no integrity because circumstances led him to do such and such. So it depends on the circumstance. But when it all comes down to it, the person themselves know. You know what I mean? The person themselves know. And when you look in the mirror, you know. You know. And it comes down to what your intention is. So being a person of integrity isn't, you know, it's just either is or it's not. It is or it's not. You are or you're not. So yeah. Anyway, so it's wrapping down and wrapping down. The time is winding down. I hope everybody's on the inner work journal. I just cannot stress it enough. Yeah, I got some things in store that y'all gonna see for that as far as trying to get. I want, I want some communication as far as what's going on with that is concerned. So I'll be trying to promote that within the people who have, like that page up and seem interested. I don't really have the numbers about who is doing the journal. I'm not. I'm just trying to make sure that everyone knows that it's there, it's available, there's nothing to it. It's free, it's a download, and it's about 20 minutes of your day. I mean, it can be longer depending on how long you want to, do it. But at minimum, it's about 20 minutes a day, and it can make so much difference in minimizing fear and anxiety, starting your day off in a better attitude and just better mind frame, and just starting things off right. And it just does make a difference. So if you haven't done so, like I said, links are everywhere. Go ahead and do that. The podcast, Be Earn Align, is on the way. I'll be posting about that. It's just about me letting y'all know what's going on, but that's coming up. I started to give y'all a date. I don't want to tell y'all something that may be wrong. So Be Earn Align. I'll be working on my poetry page too, because I'm trying to move my poetry over. So y'all gonna see that too. So y'all can always pick up either one of my poetry books. You can do that. They're both on Amazon. And I just keep y'all updated. I was thinking about putting this inside of the podcast, but then I'm not sure that that'll work right. So I'm gonna keep Teatime separate for now, because it's really just me talking, right? But maybe once y'all start like being involved more or whatever. And again, if anybody is interested in being on the podcast, it's pretty much about it's the awakening journey, earning money outside of the matrix and being aligned. So knowing about your inner self and just knowing about what being aligned is and alignment, and it's a continuous thing trying to maintain alignment. So I'm talking about that. So if you're interested in being interviewed for that, being a part of the podcast, let me know. I think my email is on the About page, or just hit me up on Messenger. I'll go on my Instagram. Yeah. Okay. And yeah, so if you've got any topic suggestions or anything like that, I'll take those too. Yeah. But, just make sure it's in the realm of what it's about. So, yeah. And once in a while, I go off the path of those topics a little bit, but everything can be related back to it. So, I talked about on Third Eye Thursday, I talked about the solar plexus chakra a little bit. And so y'all hear me talking about that a little bit more this week. Solar plexus chakra is about your willpower and your self-esteem. It's another big area that a lot of people deal with, you know. And so I'll talk about that a little bit more. About being balanced and balanced in that area. And so I'll see you talking about that too. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this week. I didn't think I was gonna go this whole hour, but apparently, yeah, when I get to talking about something, it's no problem. So, yeah, thank y'all for joining me always. And I'm going to have the subscription link all over the place. If you have been to my YouTube lately, you know that all my posts and all my videos are not available unless you're a subscriber. So you go ahead and you subscribe to my YouTube channel. You have access to all my videos that I have open and available. Usually the last 2 or 3 lives will be available as well in there. And so go ahead and subscribe, and you can go ahead and, you know, check out all of that. And yeah, I feel like I'm forgetting something. I'm forgetting, y'all. I'll tell y'all about a few things going on. Oh, I'm not ready to talk about that though. We're about to do another cleanse soon though. I like to start doing a cleanse before but actually I would usually do it right after the kids go back to school. That was the famous time for me to do the cleanse, because you know it calms down when the kids go back to school. So it's a perfect time to do it. But no more kids in the house now, so yeah. But I want to definitely do it before long, so soon. So y'all be seeing me talk about that, and hopefully join me. We're not going to take it day by day this time. We're going to do the beginning, and then we're going to show the results at the end. And yeah, so I'll do that, and then if not this time, next time. So next time that I do with y'all will probably be right after the holidays. So September now. It'll probably be sometime soon this month or the beginning of October. And then after that, it'd be like right after Christmas. Maybe right after Christmas, before Christmas. Somewhere around that time. New Year's. That's not a good time to do a cleanse. Maybe after the New Year. Or right after Thanksgiving. Anyway, I'll figure it out. Anyway, so that's it for me. And don't forget to give yourself some love. Look in the mirror and just tell yourself, I love you. Just do that. You know, just give yourself a little love every here and there. That also will do wonders. Just loving on yourself. That's that thing we call self-love. All right? And I'm going to give y'all some of my love right now. Love y'all. Y'all have a good week. This is Miss Stacey. All right.